You know, for decades, everyone thought the most valuable real estate in an airport was that big corner shop everyone has to walk by. Well, that's kind of changing. Today, the real runway for success isn't about physical space anymore. It's about something you can't even see, passenger data. And right now, the race is on to see who can connect all that data to define what airport retail will look like for the next decade. Just think about your last trip. You probably used an app to check in, maybe linked a loyalty account, and you definitely scanned your phone at every single checkpoint. You're leaving this trail of digital breadcrumbs everywhere. So why is it that when you walk into the terminal, it feels like you're a complete stranger? Well, here's the core of the problem. Your data is totally scattered. The airline knows where you're going. The airport, it knows where you are right now, inside the terminal. And the duty-free shop knows what you just bought. It's like they all have one little piece of the puzzle, but nobody has the full picture. Now, just imagine if all those pieces could be snapped together. What if the system knew you were flying to, say, a freezing cold destination and could ping you a deal on a warm scarf? Or it knew your flight was delayed and could instantly send you a voucher for a coffee? That's the future we're talking about. So how in the world is this connection actually made? Well, the technology making it all possible is artificial intelligence. You can basically think of AI as this incredibly smart engine that sifts through all that scattered data, finds the hidden patterns, and turns all these isolated facts into genuinely useful insights. And listen, this isn't science fiction. This is happening right now. In Copenhagen, they're already using AI to predict the security queues, so you have more time to relax and maybe do a little shopping. In Dubai, biometrics are making the whole check-in process a total breeze, freeing up so much time for passengers. It's all about making the journey smoother and way more personal. Okay, so this brings us to the really crucial question here. If this data is so valuable, who actually holds the keys? I mean, in whose hands is all this power? The answer, as you might have guessed, isn't so simple. What's so fascinating is when you actually break down who owns what. So the airline has your booking and passenger name record, your PNR, which helps them predict what you might buy. But the airport owns your location data. They know exactly where you are in the terminal. And of course, the retailers have your purchase history. Each one holds a critical piece of the puzzle, but none of them has the whole picture. The real value is only unlocked when they all start to collaborate. Of course, connecting all these different systems and getting all these separate companies to cooperate, well, it's not easy. There are some pretty significant hurdles to get over, but the potential payoff is so massive that it's literally driving a revolution in the entire industry. And the challenges are no joke. We're talking about complex, old-school IT systems that were never built to talk to each other, really important questions about data privacy and governance, and just the sheer cost of investment. Overcoming all this is a heavy lift for any organization. But now, let's get to the fun part and look at why it's absolutely worth it. Here's the first piece of the payoff, and it's a huge number. We're talking about a potential 15 to 25% increase in retail sales. When you can send a personalized offer to the right person at exactly the right time, they are so much more likely to buy. That alone is a complete game changer. But it's not just about direct sales. When the airport experience is smoother and feels more relevant to you, you're naturally less stressed. And what happens then? You spend more time actually exploring the terminal, checking out shops and restaurants, instead of just sitting there anxiously at the gate. And all of this builds toward the ultimate goal: loyalty. A seamless, personalized journey makes you feel like a valued customer whose needs are actually being anticipated, not just, another passenger passing through. That feeling is what brings people back, time and time again. So the crucial point is this: it is a fundamental shift in mindset. We have to stop seeing passengers as just a series of separate events, a ticket purchase here, a security scan there, a coffee bought over there, and start seeing the whole thing as one continuous, connected journey. So the next time you're walking to your gate, just take a look around. Are you just in a plain old airport terminal, or are you actually walking through a highly sophisticated retail environment that in the very near future might know exactly what you want before you even do?